Howdy. It's a rabbit. It's a golden rabbit. It's a golden rabbit with a red string around its neck and a bell. It's a golden rabbit with a red strip around its neck with a bell with a dragon on its butt. And it's filled with chocolate. Gold is very precious. It's everywhere in all stereo equipments, cell phones, computers, wherever. It's really appreciated for its properties. It is really a precious metal because in old days you could buy even food with it. I guess it would be nowadays a bit difficult if you would show up in the grocery store with some bits of gold. You wouldn't get anything, I guess. But anyway, it's something worth after all. And there are many stories have been told about gold. The Anunnaki digging it out of the African soil in order to fix Nibiru's atmosphere and things like that. And it has a red strip around its neck. It might be an old remnant from elderly times when we had the red planet Mars, or in the bigger, or better said, the polar configuration, Venus, Mars, and Saturn. All the old stories about it was raining blood, the rivers were red, and everything was red, and it was raining stones from the sky. Then we have the rabbit itself. I really still don't know how to interpret, how to put it anywhere. Probably it's just a fertility thing, or it's the form because of the two ears. It could be something like that. Lind Gold Bunny. Chocolate. And the dragon. At least I would say it's the dragon. Even though a little bit odd one, just two legs and one wing, or what? How does it move? I don't know. But there is a dragon. Maître chocolatier suisse depuis 280. It's soon Eastern, really important Christian day. Not only Christian, it has been an important weekend in the past too. And if you think that if Jesus would represent the sun and it would be dead for 4 days or whatever, might seem that the sun has been stood still in the sky in some time in history. That's the whole thing, the whole story. Celestial actions from which myth arise. And they are still keeping alive all those stories, even though that they probably don't understand that they are warnings from the past, which to some degree will come in front of us in the future as well, since everything comes in cycles. Spring, fall, winter, summer. It's a cycle. Day, night, it's a cycle. And you can scale it up to the cosmic size and you get bigger cycles which last a little bit longer between the interval of the actual cycle, or how to put it. 400 years, 1,500 years, 3,000, 6,000, or 12,000 years. Where we are now at this 12,000 year cycle. On top of that, we get the magnetic pole shift, or at least an excursion. If it's really a pole shift, then it's even a bigger cycle, or how to put it, because it would have last 780,000 years. And it's about 12 months until the magnetic North Pole enters the weak field lines, and then it might just accelerate really quickly, much quicker than now. Now it has been moving about 5 miles or kilometers per month. So, anyway, a dragon. That's from a video I made about 7 months ago. Baby dragon awakened in India. And I don't know, I'm probably really bad at making videos and all this kind of stuff because, what? It's not about me. I don't really care about the quality or whatever because it's about you to think about the things. And if you're really interested, there are links. You can make your own research, watch for yourself, and think for yourself. So I don't put any really effort into whatever quality. It would be cool to have music and these kind of things, but there, if you want to watch music or listen to music, do it somewhere else. No one has to watch my videos. But I just wanted to show you that 7 months ago or something in India there was this happening, and I don't know if I'm talking on top of that, but let's just look. Dragons, they come usually from the water, from the sea. So if you keep that in mind, they come from the sea and then they go wherever they go. Almost all rivers on Earth, the bigger ones like real rivers, they end up in the sea. The place where the dragon came from. They created the rivers. They are the rivers. And if you follow the rivers, not all of them, but many, many rivers, they start in the mountains. And many of those which start in the mountains, you will find a lake or pond or a glacier at the very beginning of it. So, and I still think it would be really possible to have or to understand all of a sudden that glaciers are actual lava streams made out of water. The most gentle volcano there is. Because usually they don't do much even though they are active because they have the glacier. They are active. They do their thing. Calmly. We have volcanoes with really poisonous acidic lakes and whatever, and really hot lava, really viscous lava, really everything is poisonous, and steam and smoke and ash. So I don't we should be crazy to think that glaciers are actually lava streams from these kind of volcanoes which produce glaciers, and if they are really erupting like more rigorously as they do now, there will be more water coming out and maybe also some other stuff. Rhyolithic lava, for example. But mainly water. But anyway, let's have a look at the video. I think it's still really interesting. If you think about dragons and the time we're in now. It seems that the water is draining here somewhere. Yeah, and remember that's scalable. Really scalable. Yeah, obviously I talked something. Yeah, the scalability, the way this emerged out of the water, like really calmly, no sound at all, it's just happening. You can imagine this happen like in much bigger scale and with whatever other natural occurrences like lightning strikes, really heavy winds, and all kinds of like whatever you can imagine, and amplify it by 10 or 100. Really possible. How much energy could be provided from the universe? I think it would be quite a lot to bear for a little planet like Earth. So, about the scalability, this process, scaling up with much more energy involved and all things, just really interesting. Back to the bunny. IDN in depth news. That's from last year. Ghana starts with cocoa to end neo colonial trading ties. At a state visit in Switzerland last year, Ghana's president Nana Akufo-Addo put his cards on the table. The second largest cocoa producer would no longer ship the raw material to Switzerland, if by doing so it would trap the country in poverty for the next century. Ghana and the Ivory Coast supply 70% of the cocoa beans, but most of the value in chocolate bar is generated in Europe and North America. In his address to the Federal Council of Switzerland, Akufo-Addo decried the colonial-style relationship with the world's chocolate manufacturers in which Ghana provides raw materials only to import finished goods. There can be no future prosperity for the Ghanaian people in the short, medium, or long term if we continue to maintain economic structures that are dependent on the production and export of raw materials. It is well known that most farmers in the two African cocoa growers live in dire poverty. Poverty. Some employ children or extend their farms by cutting down forest at make ends meet. To make ends meet, farmers get at most 7% of the chocolate value chain. Those who make, sell, and market chocolate grab more than 80%, said David Pilling, a reporter with the UK Financial Times. Yeah, I bought that. It was really expensive, $5 for a small golden bunny. But as I saw that in the shop, realized what I'm looking at, there's a golden bunny with a red strip around his neck and a bell. With a dragon on its butt. I knew about the chocolate thing. I'm aware of the times we're in. So enjoy, wherever you are, food which is not from your country. Like here in Finland, I really enjoy every banana, ananas, or whatever stuff. Or chocolate. Because They're going to be really expensive before they end. So we are in interesting times. By following the rabbit to the rabbit hole, you understand this gold bunny thing, probably, hopefully, because it's really ironic. I don't know how many people who go to the shop buy one of these for big money and they have no clue about. It's really interesting. Yeah, you should have seen there was some people passing by as I took that bunny into my hand and I was watching it. And I was thinking about the things and probably some other things which I forgot or couldn't show or because it's just too difficult. And they were watching me like, what's wrong with this guy? And I thought, yeah, if you would have some amount of time and I could explain you what I'm looking at, you might be mm, at least a little bit, how to put, shaken up. I guess so. If you would never have heard of any of those things, never thought about dragons, what they are, where they came from, what it's about. But anyway, I leave it here. Take care of the rabbits.